Hello my students, how are you today? I'm your English teacher, Teacher Razan Al-Aqra. Today inshallah we will continue with our unit number 9, lesson number 2, reading comprehension in your pupils book page 110 and in your workbook page 93. Our outcome for today, students should be able to recognize the writer's opinion and understand the suffix shin or ation. Now open your pupils book page 110, lesson number 2, reading comprehension. Let's start with the first activity. Number 1, read the film reviews on pages 108, 109 again. Then read the statements and write F for fact or O for opinion. إذن عيدي قراءة تقييمات الفيلم اللي كانت موجودة في صفحة 108 and 109 and after that write F for fact. اكتبي حرف F إذا كانت الجملة عبارة عن حقيقة or O for opinion إذا كانت عبارة عن رأي. For example, let's see the first sentence. They treat Ella as a servant and make her do all the chores. So this is a fact from the movie. So here we wrote F. Now I will give you 2 minutes to try to do the rest by yourself. Good job, girls. Now let's do it together. Number 2. It is a long time since I have been so impressed by costumes. Here we have an opinion. So we wrote O. Number 3. Lily James is a brave and lovable heroine. Here we have also an opinion. رأي. Number 4. Thanks to his friends, Peter is able to escape into the forest. Here we have a fact sentence, so this statement is a fact, حقيقة, from the movie. Number 5. The original story is by J.M. Perry. Also here we have a fact, so we wrote F. Number 6. You should see it for the outstanding special effects. Here we have an opinion. هو رأي. Number 7. The necklace means that Peter is the legendary hero for her people. Here we have a fact because it is from the movie. Number 8. Give it a miss if you want a real adventure film. Here we have an opinion. هو رأي. Now let's move to activity number 2. Which film do the statements describe? Write C for Cinderella, P for Pan, or B for both. So here we have 6 statements. We need to read them and after that decide which film do the statements describe. أي فيلم توصف هذه الجملة. For example, let's see number 1. The film has an amazing cast. So which film has an amazing cast? Excellent, Cinderella. So here we will write C. Number 2. This film is a fantasy. Excellent, girls. Both of them are fantasy. So write P. Number 3. The plot of the film is very similar to the original version. Excellent, girls. C. Cinderella. Number 4. The look of the film is the best thing about it. Yes, it describes Pan, so here we will write P. Number 5. The reviewer thinks this film is better. Good job, girls. It is Cinderella, so write C. Number 6. Bad characters try to make problems for the hero or heroine. Good job. Both of the movies try to make problems for the heroine. So write B. Now let's move to the next part of our lesson, working with words. Today we are going to talk about suffixes ation. Ation. Let's read the definition of this suffix. The suffix ation is used to make nouns from verbs. So when we put this suffix at the end of the word, it's make nouns from verbs. It's convert the verb into a noun. إذا تحول لي الفعل إلى اسم. And if the verb ends in E كان ينتهي الفعل بحرف E, take off the E. نقوم بحذف الحرف E. For example, imagine. Here we have the word or the verb ends with E. Imagine. We will delete the E and after that we will add ation, A-T-I-O-N, imagination. And here we have a noun, imagination. Imagine, تخيل أو يتخيل. Imagination, الخيال. Here we have another example, combine. It's end with E. We will delete this E and we will add ation, A-T-I-O-N, combination. It was a verb, combine, يجمع أو يمزج, and it's convert to a noun, combination, مزيج أو خليط. And if the verb ends in ate, إذا كان ينتهي الفعل ب ate, take off the ate, نحذف هذا الجزء ate, and we will add ation, A-T-I-O-N. For example, let's see this word. Illustrate. It's end with A-T-E. We will remove this part, A-T-E, and we will add A-T-I-O-N, ation, illustration. Now let's do this activity. Complete the sentences with the noun form of the correct verb from the box. So here we have some verbs. We need to complete these sentences with the correct noun form. إذن علينا تعديل هذه الأفعال وجعلها noun أسماء ثم إضافتها أو تكملتها في الجمل المناسبة. Now I will give you 2 minutes. Try to do it by yourself. Good job, girl. Now let's one. I read the newspaper for information about what's happening in the world. So here we have the word inform. We add to it ation, information. Number 2. The program was an inspiration. It's made me want to save the environment. Number 3. I love this book. The story is exciting and the illustrations are beautiful. Number 4. You need a lot of determination to run a marathon. Now let's move to your workbook, page 93. Let's start with the first activity. Read the reviews on Pupils Book, page 108 and 109 again. Circle the correct words to complete the sentences. So let's see the first example. Cinderella is a romantic fantasy or fantasy adventure film. The answer is romantic fantasy. Now let's see number 2. Ella's family are or aren't nice to her. Excellent, girls, aren't nice to her. Number 3. Cat pretends to be or is really a prince. إذن هل كات كان يتظاهر بأنه أمير أو كان فعلا أمير؟ Excellent, is really a prince. Number 4. The Cinderella reviewer is impressed by the plot or actors. Good job, girls, by the actors. Number 5. The reviewer recommends the film to people who prefer a traditional or modern version of the story. Excellent, girls, a traditional. إذا كان ينصح أو يرشح الفيلم للناس التي تفضل النسخة التقليدية, not the modern, ليست الحديثة أو المحدثة. Number 6. In Pan, Peter is taken to Neverland by his family or the pirates. Excellent, girls, by the pirates. Number 7. After escaping, Peter is injured or captured. Chief, Great Little Panther. Excellent, captured. Number 8. The chief's daughter knows that Peter is important for her people. Number 9. Peter finally believes Tiger Lily and saves his friend. Number 10. The reviewer tells readers to see or not to see the film if they love the old story. Good job, girls. Not to see the film if they love the old story. Now let's move to the next activity. Activity number 2. Tick the sentences which give the reviewer's opinion. So here we have 8 sentences. We need to tick the reviewer's opinion. علينا إيجاد الجملة التي تعبر عن الرأي الكاتب. For example, let's see the first sentence. The costumes are fantastic. This is one of the sentences that give the reviewer's opinion. So here we put a tick. Now let's do the rest. We have number 4. The special effects are incredible. And number 5. The film has a brilliant cast. Number 7. Neverland looks completely magical. So all of these sentences are the reviewer's opinion. Now let's move to the next activity. Activity number 3. Unscramble the verbs and write the nouns. So علينا بالبداية ترتيب أحرف الفعل ثم إضافة ation للفعل ليصبح noun، يصبح اسم. For example, here we have the first one, illustrate. We unscramble the verb and after that we add ation and it became illustration. And look here, we remove the E. We drop the E. حذفنا حرف ال E ثم أضفنا ation. Now let's do the rest. Number 2, we have the verb inform. We add to it ation. It became information. Number 3, imagine. We drop the E and we add ation, imagination. Number 4, recommend. We add to it ation, recommendation. Number 5, present. It will be presentation. And the last one, conserve. It will be conservation. We drop the E. Now let's move to activity number 4. Choose 4 nouns from activity number 3 and write a sentence with them. So here we are going to choose 4 nouns from the previous activity. نختار 4 أسماء 4 nouns من هذا التمرين activity number 3 and write a sentence with them واكتبي جملة باستخدامهم. This will be your homework. For example, let's see this sentence. Sarah did an amazing presentation. سارة قامت بعرض تقديمي رائع. You can do the rest of the sentences. Thank you, my lovely students, for listening and see you later. Goodbye.